We're all familiar with those 3D miniature Christmas houses. You set up little village holiday scenes around your own home come Christmas. Well, my first guest is here to prove those sweet houses can be created for any holiday. And a Valentine village is something to swoon over. Studio 5 creative contributor Michelle Crowley is sharing all of the details for making this adorable project. I'm feeling this.
It's so fun.
This is so cute.
It's a little addictive.
Okay, let's talk about the addictive nature of this project and the time commitment, because that's something to talk about. But first, we all know this tradition, right? Or this little collectible.
Right. So I learned they're called Putz houses.
Yes.
Which is kind of a funny name because I don't think of a Putz as being a house. But they originated back around the turn of the century.
Yeah.
And they've really never gone away. I mean, right, don't we all know people who have little Christmas villages and little houses? So a Putz house is a 3D miniature house. That's essentially what it is. And it's been an art form since the turn of the century, but it kind of, the take on it changes, right? Like the way that it's done. And this is kind of a resurgence of the Putz houses in a really creative, really fun way. I've started seeing them in the last couple of years, and they're mostly at like art markets and craft markets, things like that. They're really fun.
Now you say you're addicted.
I'm addicted because they're so fun to make.
Well, they're so fun to stare at. I can't even imagine how fun they would be to create. Time commitment.
Time commitment is big, which is why they're expensive. If you find them at craft markets and art markets, they're expensive. And after doing some, I realized this is why, because it's a time commitment. But the good news is, even though it's a big time commitment, they're super easy. Like this is kindergarten skill level art
and fun
project.
You think of how women get into gingerbread houses, I think same creative extension.
Exactly.
I have seen the village idea applied to Halloween. I've never seen it applied to love, to Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite house on the block?
You know what? There's pieces of different things. I love the tile, you know, the conversation heart tile roof line.
Tell us what you did.
And this is an example of getting sucked in. Started tiling the roof. I thought, oh, that'll be super fast and easy.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have out my little hand nipper tile things, and I'm cutting individual little pieces, and I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous. Like, I need to stop. But it gets really fun.
Oh.
And so I love that one. I love the back side of this one.
Let's show it off.
It's the little hearts.
Backdoor friends are best. I'm tipping over trees
That's
here.
okay. Yeah, they're a little unstable.
Look at that. What is that? Paper?
It's paper, and it's just like glitter paper, and then some little like rope trim.
Look at the roof line with the
and
rope
then stickers and, you know.
And you went all out on the front.
Just go all out. And that's the thing that makes them fun, is the more you look at them, the more detail you see.
Now, how are you coating like the chimneys? Are those sprinkles, like
those
cupcake sprinkles?
Yeah, those are cupcake sprinkles. And what I did is I just took glue and kind of let it dry.
These are amazing.
Almost dry, so it was kind of clumpy.
Yeah.
And then I just put the little sprinkles in a cup and just tipped it upside down. And, you know.
So let it clump up, let it set.
Let it set a little, right, so it doesn't drip.
And then you've got, I don't know what this is called, the fluff around the bottom.
Yeah, it's the stuff you put like in the bottom of a package. Like, you know how you get like a gift basket and it's got all the little fluff in it?
Package fill. There's got to be a name for it. People are yelling at the TV right now, I'm sure.
I don't know what it's called. But it's that, and so I just stuck that on with like a hot glue gun.
Yeah.
And then trimmed it, gave it a little haircut.
And what are you using, Michelle, for these detailed trims, like the windows and the doorways?
So lots of ribbon. Really, honestly, I just kind of went, back in the day, I thought I was a scrapbooker, that was my hobby.
Okay.
And then I realized that really, I never made scrapbooks. My hobby was collecting all this stuff and buying all the cute things. And so I have this like studio full of all these things that I haven't scrapbooked.
Yeah.
So
this was the perfect project for that.
Use for all that stuff that's been collecting dust in there.
I want to just swoon over the other houses on this street, but first, show us what you started with. That would be a good maybe
we start
visual.
With. It's a paper mache house.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Where? Oh, Amazon.
Amazon.
And can you get different sizes?
There's different sizes.
Shapes?
Actually, this one comes as a set. So it's these three sizes. This is the big one.
Okay.
Then this one, and then this one. They come tucked inside.
Uh-huh.
So you get three for one.
Neis.
And then I primed. This is an in-project process. This one's primed, but it usually comes like this.
Priming it with just regular primer?
Just regular spray paint primer.
Just so there's a color coat on the base?
Yeah, so there's a color coat because it's paper, so it absorbs, right? It absorbs the paint.
Oh.
So it's it's a little easier if you prime it first, because then you don't have to keep doing coats.
Right, that makes sense.
Right.
Back to the houses.
Back to the houses.
Back to the fun. I'm being told it's called crinkle paper, in case anyone
crinkle
wanted to
paper,
know.
thank
Just
you.
so we don't leave you hanging. All right, this little mini I want to move into.
Isn't this cute? This is just confetti.
Oh my gosh,
It's
Michelle.
little, like the confetti that you
Yes.
throw. And I just spray glued the top and then just stuck them on top.
Who knew upside down hearts were so darn cute? I
They're
just
so cute.
am having a fit here, a happy fit, because this is amazing.
Okay, so what I needed to also tell you is
Please.
I can't take credit for all these. This is a fun girlfriend project. So I got into this and realized how much time these were going to take, and I was
Like, I'm in.
I
I'm in.
need more of these because I wanted to show all the different varieties and the different options, and really the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
So I recruited some girlfriends. They came over and we made a huge mess, but we spread all the stuff out. And so these three my girlfriends made. This one, and this one. They each made one.
Yeah.
And we talked, we ate,
Yes.
we laughed.
The
we had
Diet
so
Coke
much
was
fun.
flowing, the glitter was flying.
And the thing is, when you're doing these little tiny houses, you're buying a package of this or a package of that, but you only need a few, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of amortized it, right? We spread the love,
Smart.
because then we can share all the little pieces and things.
Okay, a couple more details. I'm not done on our home. This is
yes.
like a home tour,
It's like-
home
it
show.
is a home
The
show.
pearls, what are those?
Those are candy.
Okay.
You know, like the little candy pearls that you
Yes.
put like on cookies or.
Look at the lace trim, and this roof is
Yeah.
paper.
The roof is paper.
Oh my gosh.
And then this part is painted, so just with a paintbrush or
All right.
spray paint.
Move down south. Trot down the block. You did a wreath.
My girlfriend did that.
Oh my goodness.
Little foam. It was a little foam wreath, and she
What?
wrapped it in yarn.
It's like the wreath I hang on my
Like
front
the ones
door.
we have on our front doors, exactly.
And look at these little lollies.
Okay, and then one of them has like house numbers on it.
What?
Which one?
This
one
one.
has the
Number
house numbers.
14.
Yes, has house number 14 for Valentine's Day.
Oh. You want to hear one of my most embarrassing moments? I can't say
Yes.
most because there's been too many, but the
there's
first
a
year
few.
of this show, we were doing a Valentine topic
Yeah.
like this, and there was 14 everywhere, and I turned to the guests and said, and what's the significance of 14? Is that your anniversary? Is that,
Why?
Yeah,
You're like,
happy February 14th, Brooke, yeah.
Valentine's Day.
So I'll never look at 14 in question again. Michelle,
Now you know.
darling, and more cost efficient than buying it at a market, but of course you'll pay the
Yes.
time. Yeah.
The time, but really, and all these little things are inexpensive. Honestly, Dollar Store had a ton of cute things. Can I point out one little
Please,
thing that we
yeah.
started doing?
Please.
I haven't seen other ones done this way, but we started realizing we could decorate the inside. Because you can see through the windows.
Get out of Tinsel Town.
So see, I just put a little rug in there,
What?
wallpapered the inside.
Oh, there's a doily for the rug.
Yeah, little, so
Oh.
then we were like, that's such a fun idea, so the rest of us had to do the insides of ours, too.
Then it was keeping up with the Joneses.
Yes, exactly.
On Valentine Lane.
Well, isn't that what you do at a home show? You're keeping up with the Joneses. We're like adding,
Oh my God.
So then we start decorating the insides, too.
Okay, this is fabulous.
super
So
fun.
much fun. We're going to give you up close, detailed looks at each home on our Instagram page. Thank you so much.
So fun.
For
Thank you.
sharing and for inspiring. And where can we find more from you?
michellesdesignlife.com, and same name for Instagram, Michelle's Design Life.
Life. Thanks
Yes.
for the inspiration.
Thank
All
you.
the hard eyes for this project.